Good morning, good morning, my students, dear students. Today we are going to continue the numericals on the laser and de Broglie's wavelength and quantum mechanics or eigenvalues and eigen functions, and also Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So these three different cases we are going to discuss here. De Broglie's wavelength. Second is Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Third one we are going to discuss on that what you call as a laser. Okay, so these three topics we are going to discuss or applications. One. So calculate the de Broglie's wavelength associated with an electron having a kinetic energy of 100 electron volt. So look at the picture here. No need to answer here. Only understand the problem. What we understand the problem is see. So this is this is the electron is there. The electron is looking that this electron is there. Electron moving within wave. The electron is moving with a wavelength. Okay. What wavelength? Okay. That wavelength you need to calculate here. But kinetic energy is given. What kinetic energy is given? For this kinetic energy, it is going to change it. Kinetic energy. Okay. So kinetic energy acquire is what? 100 electron volt. Okay. 100 electron volt. So need to write here. So the kinetic energy of electron is 100 is there. You write as it is. And the de Broglie's formula, you know that lambda is equal to h divided by T is there. T can also be written as under root of 2me. So we will come to know that how the P is equal to 2me by using the formula lambda is equal to h by P one formula, and using the another formula what we call as a lambda is equal, or making the kinetic energy is converted into momentum, that will make the lambda is equal to h by 2me also. You will come to know later. So substitute the values all. Okay. Substitute the values here. See like this. Okay. Now E electron 100 electron volt is there. What is the charge of electron? Charge of electron is always equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules is there. So apply charge of electron. Okay. So 100 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. This is the total energy is there. You calculate here and substitute the same values in the required equation. What is that? Lambda equal to h divided by 2 h divided 2 m e is there. 2 is the constant, m is the mass of electron, and this is the electron, charge of an electron. Substitute all values, will get the answer. Calculate here. So very simple idea here for going to calculate here. You see the powers. What powers is there down the 10 to the power of minus 31 and 10 to the power of minus 20, 19. It will be 10 to the power of minus 20, 30, 50 is there. 50 means it will returns 25 and 25 because it is in square root is there. So therefore m into 10 to the power of m into 10 to the power of n is there. So 1 it will returns back here. What is that? 10 to the power of 50 means what it will come outside the square root means 10 to the power of 25 only. So that is minus 25 will go up. It will be 9 is there. Then again here multiply these values, or 10 to the power of 2 is there here. Then you will take up. So it will be there 10 to the power of minus 10. You just calculate with the help of calculator and you will get the 1.227 into 10 to the power of minus 10 nanometer of this wavelength. Okay, this way we can. Second one, okay, the de Broglie's wavelength of an electron. Same thing again, same electron. The de Broglie's wavelength of an electron is given. What is the de electron is given? No, not given. The de Broglie of the electron and accelerated under a potential difference voltage. Same thing is that same problem. Okay, only you need to apply here. So lambda is equal to value is there 1.226 divided by under root of v is there, or instead of this 1.226 what will write here? So lambda is equal to under root of, okay, h divided by under root of 2m into eb. Okay, eb you write. So e is the 1.6 is there. You cross multiply or squaring both sides, we will take outside. Okay, or V is the variable is there. That variable is here given 100 volt is there. Then substitute the values of V. Okay. See, why I am going to discuss this all means already here lambda is equal to 1.226 by root V is there. No, this is a standard formula of what we got. If you don't know this means you write the previous one. You write the previous one value, that is lambda is equal to h divided by under root of 2 MEV. Then you will get this value by substituting all constants. Okay. So substitute the values of V, then simplify this, you will get that 1.226. Very, this is the simple objective is there. Okay. Next, calculate the momentum of an electron and the de Broglie wavelength associated with if its kinetic energy is 1.5 kilo. So same thing again. Okay, this electron is there. Electron is moving in the form of wave. Electron is moving in the form of wave. So form of wave, and its kinetic energy is given. How much? 1.5 into 10 to the power of 3 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules of kinetic energy. This is the kinetic energy, and determine its momentum. Here determine its momentum as well as the de Broglie wavelength. Okay, so both we are going to calculate. So write the formula, fundamental formula. What E is equal to is given 1.5 into K into EV is there. As it is, you write here values. Substitute the values. Momentum is equal to P. Then lambda is equal to what here? Again h by p is there. Lambda is equal to h by p. Substitute the values. Another value. If it is direct is there, then if you are right in the kinetic form or the kinetic energy, you can write lambda is equal to h by under root of 2 me. If you coincide or if you equate both equations, this is also lambda and this is also lambda. Therefore, h by p is equal to h by 2 me is there. Therefore, h by p equal to h divided by under root of 2a. H get cancelled. 1 by p is equal to this. Therefore, p is equal to 2 me. In the last equation, I said that p is equal to under root of 2 me. By coinciding or by comparing these fundamental equation, you can get this p is equal to 2 me. We want here momentum of this electron. Okay, we want the momentum of this electron. Momentum of electron. So a momentum is by substituting the mass of an electron, kinetic energy of this electron, and 2 is the constant. There you substitute here. E is equal to 1.5 keV is there. 1.5 as it is, K means 1000 is there, 10 to the power of 3. E is the charge of an electron, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Multiply these both, then you will get the E is equal to this much of joules. This is the energy. Substitute these values for obtaining the momentum, that is here. P is equal to under root of 2 me. 2 is there, m is there, and E is there. Therefore, P is equal to 2.09 into 10 to the power of minus 23 kg meter per second. So again, you need to determine further the de Broglie wavelength. De Broglie wavelength is what? Lambda is equal to h by p is there. H we know that constant. What is the H? Planck's constant 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 34 is there. Divided by again you know the p value. P value you got here. What got here? The p value is here. This substitute the values, you will get 3.17 into 10 to the power minus 11 meter. So this is the momentum of the electron. Okay. So another thing is that the velocity of an electron of hydrogen atom in the ground state is 2.19 into 10 to the power of 6 meter per second. Calculate the wavelength of the de Broglie wavelength. Here also given that what is given, this is the helium nucleus is there. What is this? Helium nucleus is there. You know the fundamental of helium nucleus, it consists of 2 proton and the 2 neutron is there. So it's comprised of 2 proton and 2 neutron. Each proton and neutron are equal masses generally is there. So using these basic fundamental to determine the de Broglie wavelength for this hydrogen atom, okay, then we will write here. For here given one question here, the velocity of an electron of hydrogen atom in the ground state. Illa class running illa. Idu mandathini video adu press okay. Ground state. See, you know the ground state. The electron is jumping from ground state to higher state and higher state to ground state. Okay. So here the hydrogen atom is in the ground state, at the ground zero level energy state. Okay. Its velocity is moving at the velocity is moving at the ground state. Okay. In the form of wave. Okay. Now it's calculate its wavelength. Okay. Hydrogen atom wavelength. Okay. In the motion. So therefore, write all given values. What are the given values are there? The all values you will write here. Velocity of an electron is given v is equal to 2 into 2.19 into 10 to the power of 6 is there. That is mega electron volt is there. Then we know the fundamental formula for that. What is that? Lambda is equal to h by p, or p can be resolved in the mass and the velocity. Therefore, substitute the values all what we have here: constant of s, h, and the mass of an electron and the velocity of an electron or hydrogen atom. So therefore, you write here the de Broglie wavelength of the associated with an electron is this. Okay, this way you can determine its value. Okay. Now, compare the de Broglie wavelength for neutron moving with a one part of the velocity. Sorry, before going to that, three, you know, this is 3, and we'll get the 4. Yes, 4 is. Yes, same thing. Compare the de Broglie wavelength for a neutron moving with the 1/10 part of the velocity of the light, given that the mass of the neutron is this much. Okay, what is the problem again here? Given that, okay, what is this? This is, what is this? This is the neutron. Okay, neutron is moving. Neutron is moving. Neutron is moving means neutron, it has its own mass. Its mass is given 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg of mass, and this mass is moving in the form of wave. Okay, in the form of wave. So now what is your question? Compute its de Broglie wavelength. Okay, but it is moving how? What it is moving, what velocity it is having? It is, the velocity is equal to its neutron, its velocity is equal to 1/10 or 1/10 part of the velocity of light. It means 1 divided by 10 into 10 to the power, and 10 into 3 into 10 to the power of 8 c, that is the speed of light. So using that you can determine the wavelength, very easy. Lambda is equal to h by p also. But somewhat you are going to change here, what velocity we are going to change. Velocity is equal to 1 by 10 into c is there. That only you need to change here. Coming back here, okay, the mass of neutron is given 1.6 is there, speed of light is given, and velocity of neutron is given. What is the velocity of neutron? 1 by 10th of c. C value is there, substitute the values, and then you will get the 3 into 10 to the power of 7 is there. So same again, lambda is equal to h by p is there. So you write a p, resolve in the form of p is in the form of mass and its velocity. Therefore h by m into v, you write, substitute all these two values. Then if you simplify this, means you will get the lambda is equal to 1.314 into 10 to the power of minus 14. You just press it and calculate in from your calculator. Verify the answer. If you get wrong, once again you check. Okay, simplify it. So these are the pictorial representation what is there. I drawn the picture here. Okay, according to the question, according to the problems, I drawn this. Okay, no need to draw the in the exam. For sake of understanding purpose, I drawn this, and you go through that. I will send this also. Okay. So now next, estimate the potential difference through which a proton is needed to accelerated. Proton is to be needed to be accelerated so that its de Broglie wavelength becomes equal to 1 angstrom, given that its mass is this. What is the question again here? Question is that it is moving. What is moving here? Proton is moving. Here we are having proton. Proton means moving from one point to the another point in the form of wave. Moving means it is in the form of wave only. It is moving means its wavelength be given. He given. Data is given. What is that data? Wavelength is given. Wavelength is what? 1 into 10 to the power of minus 10. That is angstrom. For such angstrom, for such a say measurement of its wavelength, So how much potential difference you need to apply for that? How much potential difference? Okay, you need to apply to change its wavelength. How much potential difference you are going to apply? That is your question. So come back all data. Okay, what is the data? Wavelength is given 1 into 10 to the power of minus meter, and mass of neutron is given, or mass of proton and neutron are both the same. That is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 27 is there. You need to determine here what is the potential difference for that. So already you consider this is a proton. The proton is there means you just give the jerk to that or the force to that, potential difference to that, such a way that it can move with a wavelength is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 10 is there. Therefore, when you are applying a voltage, when you are apply the electron volt, when you are apply the electron volt to particular proton, so proton which is acquiring, which is often, which is having its wavelength is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Is there? It means how much electron voltage you are supplying to this body, to proton, that all is converting into kinetic energy. Therefore, we need to substitute, or we need to consider the formula electron volt, whatever is there, that is kinetic energy, or equal to half mv square, or is equal to half mv square. Huh? Half mv square. Okay, so this is called half mv square. Now, so this ev is equal to half mv square is there. Here half mv square means the m into v is a momentum is there. For making the making or rearranging the terms, what terms I am making here, rearranging here, half mv square is there, but half mv square means m into v square. You make m square also. What is that? For m square, what will do? Multiply. If you multiply by m and divide by m, nothing will happen. Therefore, m square into v square. M square is v square means p square divided by 2m. Therefore, rearranging this term by multiplying and dividing m, I will get ev is equal to p square 2m. Okay, but what we want here, how much potential difference you are applying. So therefore, we can, as it is, you keep one side, remaining terms you write one side. What is that, beta? P square divided by e into 2m is there, into 2m. But thing is that what we have, the fundamental of de Broglie is lambda is equal to h by p, lambda is equal to h by p. But here is what? P is there. Therefore, you just interchange the values, lambda to p, p to lambda. Then p is equal to h divided by lambda is there. So here p square, therefore you need to write here h square by lambda square. This value h square by lambda square, separate value is there. Then substitute all values. Okay, h square value you know, this is 6.63, whatever is there, 2 you know, and mass of an proton is there. Then again charge of an here it is a misprinted. Okay, you need to consider this not 16 but 1.6. Okay, they missed here to put the decimal. 1.6 is there. My charge of an electron is 1.6. Then into what is the wavelength is this? 10, 1 angstrom is there. 1 into 10 to the power minus 10 square. If you simplify all these, okay, you will get 0.082 values. Okay, this much of voltage, this much of electron voltage is needed to change its position or to gain the wavelength of 1 angstrom. This is the problem is given there. So next, okay, next, evaluate the de Broglie wavelength of helium nucleus that is accelerated through 500 volt. See, how easy is there? Okay, so for example, this is the round, this is the helium nucleus. What is this circle? This is the helium nucleus is that. The helium nucleus. So for this helium nucleus, you can evaluate this nucleus. Whole nucleus is moving. Whole nucleus is moving. How? By applying 500 voltage. Okay. What is the voltage you are applying? 500 volt. You are applying to it to change its wavelength or to change its position, or it migrate from one position to another position. So now migrating means accelerating. Through how much voltage? 500 voltage. So this is the question what we write. But thing is that, say, total mass of this proton is equal to always how many neutron is there? Neutron of mass of the neutron and mass of the proton is always equal. But you know the fundamental. What fundamental? The nucleus helium nucleus comprises two neutron and two proton is there. So that we need to write two neutron and two proton here. Now, now write same thing. Given data, the helium nucleus has the two proton and two neutron. As you know that it means the total mass of this nucleus can be 2 into 2 plus 2. It means 4 times of its mass only. Okay. Therefore, 4 into mass is what? 1.67. Proton mass you take or neutron, both are same. Therefore, 4 into 1.6 kg into 10 to the power minus 27 kg of its total mass of the nucleus one way. Okay. But since neutron, you leave it, the neutron is no charge, but proton, it has a charge. Therefore, how many proton is there? 2 proton, 2 E. The E is a 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. This is the charge of an electron. 2E means charge of an electron. Therefore, the charge of an electron is equal to what? The charge of proton is equal to Q is equal to 2E. 2 into E means 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Therefore, I wrote this. Now, the de Broglie wavelength of the equation we have value lambda is equal to S divided by under root of 2me is there. So, all value you know. What value you know? So, H value you know, 2m is there. E here, E what you take here, you make the kinetic energy of this whole helium nucleus. You are going to apply some energy or some potential. How much potential? Q into V, assuming that its initial velocity will be the 0 only. So Q into V. Therefore, wherever E is there, then you write Q into V. Q is already, you know, Q is what? 2 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 9 is there. Then you substitute the values of all here. Okay. 2 M is 4 into 1.6 into 10 to the minus 27 is there. And Q is equal to 2.2 into 1.6 is there. And voltage means 500 is there. So simplify this value. So you will get the wavelength. This is the required wavelength for this helium nucleus, what it is moving, okay, by applying the 500 voltage of voltage, the potential difference. So this we will try. Next, a particle of mass 0.5 mega electron volt per c square. See, very easy and given some complex form of its mass. Okay, we have a particle. We have this is a particle. Okay, we have a particle. Okay, what is the mass of this particle? Mass of the particle is equal to 0.5 into mega means 10 to the power of plus 6. E charge of an electron 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 divided by c square means 3 into 10 to the power of 8, and its kinetic energy is what? 100 electron volt. Okay, now find its de Broglie wavelength, what wavelength it is having. Okay, you know the speed of light is given. So same thing, data as you write here, mass of electron is given, or mass of, instead of electron, particle is given. What is the mass of particle? Beta m is equal to 0.5 into mev by c square. Substitute all values. M is the mega is there, V is the electron voltage 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 you write, that is you convert into joules into joules into c square means 3 into 10 to the power of 8 is there. Substitute all. Okay, you will get this value is this value mass is equal to 8.9 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. So by taking this mass value, okay, this value, okay, it is not electron mass, it is a what particle constitutes that value. The separate configuration is there for this. Okay, what configuration is there for this particle? Configuration is that, so it is 0.5 into 10 to the power of plus 6. E means 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 divided by, okay, divided by 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Okay, if you simplify means you will get this value. So this is the what we call the mass is there. So applying the same value formulas and substitute the values, lambda is equal to h by under root of 2me. So h as it is 6.63 and 2 as it is, mass is equal to, we got particle of the mass is 8.9 into 10 to the power minus 31 into, okay, energy is what? 100 electron volt is there, no? 100 electron volt, 100 as it is, electron charge of an electron 1.6 is there. You substitute all values, then you simplify these value, you will get 1.24 into 10 to the power of minus 10. In this way you need to determine. Okay. Now compare the momentum, the total energy and the kinetic energy of the electron with de Broglie's wavelength of 1 angstrom with that of a photon with the same wavelength. See, very easy. But what is important here? Here, two particle is given. Two particle is one is what here, beta? So electron and the proton, both two are there. One is electron, another one is the proton. Is there? One is electron, another one is proton. So both are moving simultaneously. Both are moving. Both are moving. Okay. The one is proton and electrons are moving. Proton and electrons are moving. It means it is having de Broglie's wavelength. What de Broglie's wavelength is there? 1 angstrom. 1 angstrom is 1 into 10 to the power minus 10 is there. Such case, okay, for such case, you compare its momentum and its total energy, okay, and the kinetic energy of electron, okay. So this we will discuss here. So write once again what are the values is given. Wavelength for both is same only. That is lambda 1 or lambda of electron or lambda of proton. Lambda of electron or lambda of proton is equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 10 only. You leave it both the same. Then substitute the values. You know first what is that momentum of electron. So you know that lambda is equal to h by p. P you do want lambda is there. Therefore cross multiply that p is equal to h by lambda is there. So this is the first one. Which one? Electron. Therefore you write Pe or P1 is equal to h by lambda 1. P is equal to h by lambda 1. Lambda 1. Then again, so, hello madam. Hello madam. Hello madam. Yes, madam. हाँ बर्तन